What is Zen Buddhism? Let me start by saying that defining the term Zen Buddhism and how it affects people's lives is a tricky endeavour, not because it is this super complicated practice, theory or dogma, but rather because it affects all people differently. Like any practical experience, it is simply not enough just to explain an idea to someone and expect that person to know exactly what it is without ever having tried it. It's like one of those situations where a person is trying out a new dish for the first time. You can go out of your way to explain it. You can tell how all the blends of flavours and the ingredients work together to create a unique taste. You can describe the unique texture of the food, but it's impossible for you to explain the overall effect that this unity has. You cannot say how it will transfer onto that person's palate, as is the case with many things in life. The best way to understand something is to simply try it out for yourself. This book will provide the reader with a general perspective on what Zen Buddhism incorporates, what kind of a practice it is, and how it can help you lead a healthier, stress-free lifestyle, simply by learning how to let go of those things that present an unnecessary burden. You can achieve your goals. Zen Buddhism originated around 2,500 years ago, then referred to as the spiritual awakening of a man whose name was Siddhartha Gautama, also known as the Buddha. Zen, in this combination of words and practices, refers to Zen meditation, or zazen, which is usually done in a seated position. During this practice, one endeavours to reach higher levels of self-discovery and psychological vigilance. It is something that many people in the modern world are unable to obtain. Due to the hectic nature of their everyday lives, many people have lost the ability to look inside themselves. It is not a question of intellectually understanding or grasping what Zen Buddhism is, because it is not a simple piece of knowledge or a theory, not that one learns by heart and then transfers onto their students. It is not a religion that tells you what you should and shouldn't believe in. On the contrary, Zen Buddhism teaches one how to think, with a special focus on when not to do so. Zen meditation requires a lack of thought to be able to fully open up for spiritual awakening. Once a person is able to totally clear the mind, the state that is achieved is a vastly open space of spiritual wonder. There is no set rule to follow or guidelines to go by to say what you can or cannot accomplish in this state. The only thing required is to open your mind to the possibilities of what the mind has to offer. It focuses on the current moment, and it endorses the old adage of carpe diem. In other words, it urges us to seize the day. This is simply saying that we should live in the present, not in the past or the future. It teaches us not to live in the past, because it is done and gone, and we can't bring it back. Dwelling on it doesn't do us any good. Reliving our mistakes in our mind and wishing we'd done differently will never make it so, and therefore is a waste of effort. Rather, Zen Buddhism teaches you to have a different perspective on your past, to embrace what you've done well, but also what you've done wrong. No mistake is futile if you manage to extract a valuable lesson out of it.